Hi friends, welcome you all to Think Max. We are in class 10 Max. We are going to discuss about the sample question paper. So in the previous videos, we already discussed the section A, 20 MCQs, section B, 5 questions carrying 2 marks, section C, 6 questions carrying 3 marks, and section D, 4 questions carrying 5 marks. Its link is given in the description. You can check the link. In this session, we are going to discuss about section E, which has 3 case-based assessments. So each question will carry 4 marks with subdivisions 1, 1, 2. So there will be 3 subdivision. So one subdivision will be 1 mark, another will be 1 mark. So another subdivision will be 2 marks. So in 2 marks, you have internal choice. Okay. So all questions are compulsory. So here an internal choice has been provided in the 2 marks questions of section E. In section E, you have internal choice for 2 mark question. So this is about section E. Okay. So already we have completed section A, B, C and D. Okay. So in this session, we are going to discuss about the problems in section E, which are case based. So this is the first problem. You can check here. So the first question carries 1 mark and the second question carries 2 marks. And you have the internal choice in 2 mark question. You can either answer Sanjita's throw at the end of 6 weeks or when will she be able to achieve a throw of 11.16 meters. So you have internal choice in 2 marks. And you have another question for 1 mark. So next one is 37. So in 37, you have 3 questions. So 1 mark is the first question, 2 marks is the second question, and in 2 marks, you have internal choice. So third question carries 1 mark. So in 38, the same way, there is a question on applications of trigonometry. So this is the 1 mark question, and in 2 mark question, you have internal choice. And there is the 1 mark question. So you will be having 3 questions, each question carrying 4 marks, and the 4 marks will be split into 1, 2, 1. Okay. So this 2 mark question will be having internal choice. So I hope you can understand the pattern in section E. So we will get into the solutions for this problem. So section E, 3 into 4 will be having 12 marks in section E. So first one, it is 36th question. Manpreet Kaur is the national record holder for women in the shot put discipline. Her throw of 18.86 meter at the Asian Grand Prix in 2017 is the maximum distance for an Indian female athlete. Keeping her as a role model, Sanjita is determined to earn gold in Olympics one day. Initially, her throw reached 7.56 meter only. Being an athlete in school, she regularly practiced both in the mornings and the evenings and was able to improve the distance by 9 centimeter every week. During the special camp for 15 days, she started with 40 throws and every day kept increasing the number of throws by 12 to achieve this remarkable progress. So this is the data given. Here there is a shot put player, Manpreet Kaur. She is the national record holder. So she holds the record for 18.86 meter. So keeping her as a role model, Sanjita is practicing to overcome this level, that is 18.86 meter. Now this value is not needed for this problem. Only Sanjita's values are needed. So what are the details given? So she is determined to earn gold in Olympics one day. Initially her throw is 7.6 meter. So initially her throw is 7.6 meter. She regularly practiced and was able to improve the distance by 9 centimeter every week. Now during the special camp for 15 days, she started with 40 throws. Every day kept increasing the number of throws by 12. So these are the data we need. So what is the first question? How many throws Sanjita practiced on 11th day? So first question is about throws. On how many throws on 11th day? So it is about throws. So initially how she started? She started with 40 throws. So it means A is equal to 40. How it increased? She increased the throw by 12. That means D. Difference is 12. So what we have to find out on 11th day, that is n is equal to 11, and we have to find out A11. Okay. So this is the need. This is what we have to find out. We have to find out A11 for the first question. What about second? What would be Sanjita's throw distance at the end of 6 weeks? So it is about the distance. So where is the distance? Initially, she was able to throw at 7.56 meters. So for this problem, A is equal to 7.56 meters because it is about the distance. First is about only the throws. So throw distance initially 7.56 meter. So how she is improving? Every week she is improving by 9 centimeters. So D is equal to 9 centimeter. Okay. What is the question? So at the end of 6 weeks, what is her distance? It is not at A6. So if you choose A6, it is wrong because the question is at the end of 6 weeks. So at the end of 6 weeks, 7th week might have started. So 7th week have started. So we have to find out A7. The question is A7. Okay. So next choice part, when will she be able to achieve a throw of 11.16 meter? So she has to achieve a throw of 11.16 meter. So when? Okay, they are asking for n. Okay, so they have given an equal to 11.16 meter and they are asking when, after how many weeks she will achieve. That is where they are asking for n. Okay. Next, third part, how many throws did she do during the entire camp of 15 days? In total, in 15 days, how many throws did she do? So that is they are asking for yes, 50. Okay. I hope you can understand the concept in this problem. So let us do the problem. Okay, children? So far we had these values. Now we have to find out for the first problem how many throws Sanjita practiced on 11th day of the camp. So we have A is equal to 40, D is equal to 12, N is equal to 11 and we have to find out A11. So let me start the solution for the first question. So what are the data we got? We got A is equal to 40, D is equal to 12 and N is equal to 11. So we have to find out A11. So what is the formula for AN? AN equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. So we have to find out A11. So what is A? A is 40 plus N is equal to 11. So 11 minus 1 and D is 12. So it is 40 plus 11 minus 1 is 10. 10 into 12. So 40 plus, first do the multiplication. Just don't add 40 plus 10. It is wrong. First you have to do the multiplication and division, then addition and subtraction. So first you have to do the multiplication. 10 into 12, it is 120. Now 40 plus 120 is 160. So what is the question? How many throws Sanjita practiced on 11th day? So it is number of throws practiced on 11th day equal to 160. So Sanjita practiced 160 throws on 11th day. So this is the solution for the first part. Now second part. How would be Sanjita's throw distance at the end of 6 weeks? So it is about throw distance. So we took the values about the distance. So what are the values here? A. A is initially she threw at a distance of 7.56 meters. So A is equal to 7.56 meter and D is equal to 9 centimeter. So here just note that D is in centimeter. So we should convert that to meter. So what we have to do? We have to divide by 100. So it is 0.09 meter. So this is the value of D. What we have to find at the end of 6 weeks. So 6 weeks have completed and 7th week have started. So we have to find out A7, not A6. Okay. So we have to find out A7. The same formula A n equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. So A7 equal to A plus 7 minus 1 into D. So what is A? It is 7.56 plus 7 minus 1 is 6 into D. What is D? It is 0.09. So first 7.56 plus, then we have to multiply. 6 nines are 54. So the decimal is before two numbers. So put your decimal here. It is 0.54. So if we add 7.56 and 0.54, it is 8.1 meter. Okay, children? 6 plus 4, 10, balance 1. 5 plus 5, 10 and 11. So and balance 1, so it is 8. So it is A7 equal to 8.1 meter. That means Sanjita's throw distance at the end of 6 weeks. So at the end of 6 weeks, throw distance equal to 8.1 meter. So this is the solution. Now R part. What is the choice? When will she be able to achieve a throw of 11.16 meters? So they gave AN. We have to find out at end of which week she will achieve this distance. So it is given that A is equal to AN. AN is equal to 11.16 meter and we have to find out N. The same formula AN equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. AN is given as 11.16. A we already know that 7.56. We have to find out N. So N minus 1 into D is 0.09. So now take this 11.16 plus 7.56. It will become minus 7.56 equal to N minus 1 into 0.09. So if you subtract 11.16 minus 7 just subtract here 11.16, 7.56. 6 minus 6, 0. We cannot subtract. So I am taking here. So it is 11. 11 minus 5 is 6. So here not possible. So this is 10 minus 7, 3. So it is 3.6. This 0.09 will be in division when I change the sign. 0.09 is in product. When we change the sign, side, it will come to division. So it equal to n minus 1. So to take out the decimal, we have two decimal places. So we have to multiply by 100 on numerator and denominator. So 3.6 into 100 divided by 0.09 into 100 equal to n minus 1. So 3.6 into 100, for 1 0, one decimal will be cancelled. So we have to add 1 0 to it. So it is 360 divided by, here 2 decimals will be cancelled. So it will be 9 equal to n minus 1. Now 360 divided by 9 is 40. So 40 is equal to n minus 1. Then n will be equal to this minus 1. When it comes to this side, it will be plus 1. So it is 41. That means if n is equal to 41 means at the end of 40 weeks, she will achieve. So at the end of 40 weeks, she will achieve a throw of 11.16 meters. So solution is, answer is at the end of 40 weeks, not at the end of 41 weeks. So 41st week, she will achieve this throw. At the end of means you should write 40 weeks. Okay, children, I hope you can understand this concept. So moving on to the last part. Before that, let me erase this calculation. So what is the last part? How many throws did she do during the entire camp of 15 days. So overall, how many throws did she do? So it is about throws. We have to take the data about throws from the first question. Okay. So they are asking for S15, summation of 15. So third one, you have to take the data of throws. This A is equal to 40, D is equal to 12, and we have to find out S15. So Sn equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So this is the formula. So we have to find out 15. So it is 15 by 2. 2 into a is 40. And we have to find out 15 minus 1 into d. What is d? It is 12. So 15 by 2. What is 2 into 40? It is 80 plus 15 minus 1 is 14. So 14 into 12. So 15 by 2, 80 plus what is 14 into 12? So let me calculate here. 14 into 12. So 4 2s are 8, 1 2s are 2. 14 into 1, 14. So if you add 168. So we will get 168. So 15 by 2 into 80 plus 168 is, so it is 0 plus 8, 8. 8 plus 6, 14. Balance 1, 248. So if we divide by 2, 1 2s are 2, 1 2s are 2, 2 2s are 4, and 4 2s are 8. So 15 into 124, I will get 1860. Okay. So yes, 15 equal to 1860. So how many throws did she do during the entire camp of 15 days? So in 15 days, number of throws. Number of throws equal to 1860. Okay, children? So this is the solution for this problem. I hope you can understand all the parts. So moving on to the next question. So next 37th question. Tarunya was thrilled to know that the football tournament is fixed with a monthly time frame from 20th July to 20th August 2023. And for the first time in the FIFA Women's World Cup history, two nations host in 10 venues. Her father felt that the game can be better understood if the position of the players is represented as points on a coordinate plane. So, a practical example. So, we are using the coordinate geometry plot practically in football tournament. So, what is the first question? At an instance, the midfielders and forward form a parallelogram. So, where is the parallelogram? It is about the midfielder, defensive midfielder, central midfielder, attacking midfielder, and the forward. They form a parallelogram. So this is the parallelogram formed with A, B, C, D. A parallelogram is formed here. So this is the first part. Find the position of the central midfielder. Who is that? D. Central midfielder is D. Find the position of the central midfielder D if the position of other players who formed the parallelogram are A of 1, 2, B of 4, 3 and C of 6, 6. So this question carries 1 mark. So we have from the parallelogram, we have to find out the position of D using coordinate geometry. That is using the distance formula, we can find out distance formula, midpoint formula or section formula, anything. Next is again one. Check if the goalkeeper G of minus 3, 5, sweeper H of 3, 1 and wingback K of 0, 3 fall on a straight line. So G, H, K, whether they are in a straight line. We have to check whether these three players, goalkeeper, sweeper and wingback are in a straight line. For straight line, if we add any two distance, we should get the third distance. That is the rule. Next choice part is check if the full back J and center back I are equidistant from forward C of 0, comma 1, and if C is the midpoint of IG. So here IG. So this is the IJ. We have to check whether CI, this is CJ and IJ are equidistant. So they are saying are equidistant from forward C of 0, comma 1. So from C, I distance, CI distance and CJ distance are equal or not. Then we have to check C is the midpoint of IG. So if you mark a midpoint, its answer should be equal to the coordinate of C, and we have to check that. Next one, third question. If defensive midfielder A of 1, comma 4, attacking midfielder B of 2, comma minus 3 and striker E of A, comma B lie on the same straight line and B is equidistant from A and E, find the position of E. Now here A, B, E. So they are in a straight line, and another trick is B is equidistance. So this B is equidistance from A and E. So AB is equal to BE. So with this we have to find out the position of E. Okay. So this is the concept. I hope you can understand the concept. So moving on to the solved. So first part. At an instance, the midfielders forward form a parallelogram. We have to find out the position of D. Okay. So this is the parallelogram formed with A, B, C, D. So for the first part, we have to find out the position of D. So here the point is A. A is 1, comma 2 and B is 4, comma 3. C is 6, comma 6. D is, we don't know, x comma y. Let us keep that as x comma y. We have to find out the value of x comma y. So let me start the solution. What do you know about the parallelogram? So in a parallelogram, diagonals bisect each other. So we know that diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. So let me draw the diagonals. That is join AC and BD. So what happens? These two diagonals bisect each other. So this is the midpoint. So this midpoint will be same for AC as well as for BD. So midpoint of AC and midpoint of BD will be equal. So if you equate this, so that is midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of BD. So with this equation, we can find out the value of x and y. So AC is 1, comma 2 and 6, comma 6. So what is the midpoint formula? Midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2, comma y1 plus y2 by 2. So this is the midpoint formula. So you have to add the x coordinates, divide by 2, add the y coordinates, divide by 2. So it is 1 plus 6 by 2, comma 2 plus 6 by 2, which is equal to midpoint of BD. So what is the x coordinate here? 4, and here it is x. So it is 4 plus x by 2, comma y coordinate is 3 plus y by 2. So here we get 7 by 2, comma 2 plus 6 is 8. 8 by 2, which is equal to 4 plus x by 2, comma 3 plus y by 2. Next, we have to equate the x coordinate and y coordinate. So, equating x coordinate, we will get 7 by 2 equal to 4 plus x by 2. So, in the denominator, we have 2, both gets cancelled. So, we can write this as 4 plus x equal to 7. So, x will be equal to 7 plus 4 will become minus 4, which is equal to 3. In the same way, if we equate y coordinate, what are the y coordinates? 8 by 2 equal to 3 plus y by 2. So here I didn't cancel. So this 8 is divisible by 2. So I can write it as 4. Instead of doing that, I'm just cancelling the denominator. Both have the denominator, same denominator. So I am cancelling 2. So 8 is equal to 3 plus y. So I can write it as 3 plus y is equal to 8. So y is equal to 8 minus 3, which is equal to 5. So that means the d coordinate is 3 comma 5. So where does d stands? D stands at the position 3 comma 5. So this is the solution for this problem. Okay. So we are moving on to the second part. So here we have choice. So first one is check if the goalkeeper G of minus 3 comma 5, sweeper H of 3 comma 1 and wingback K of 0 comma 3 fall on a same straight line. So this is the straight line. We have to check whether they form on a same straight line. So what are the points given? G. G is minus 3 comma 5 and H is 3 comma 1 and K is 0 comma 3. So G, H, K are standing here. So these are the coordinates given. We have to find out whether they fall on a straight line. So to fall on a straight line, addition of two distance should be equal to the another distance. So let us check the value of GH, HK and GK. So GH equal to square root of what is the distance formula? X2 minus X1 whole square plus Y2 minus Y1 the whole square. You can also write X1 minus X2 whole square plus Y1 minus Y2 whole square. So as the power is 2, the values will not change if you change X1 and X2. So what is X2 minus X1 for GH? 3 minus, already in x1 we have negative 3. So minus 3 whole square plus y2. y2 is 1 minus y1 is 5. 1 minus 5 the whole square equal to square root of 3 minus into minus it is plus. So 3 plus 3 whole square plus 1 minus 5 is negative 4 whole square, which is equal to, what is 3 plus 3? It is 6. So 6 square plus minus 4 whole square is 16. Minus square is positive. So 4 square is 16. So we have 6 square is 36 plus 16. So we have 36 plus 16 is 52. So this 52 can be written as square root of 4 into 13. 4 into 13 is also 52. So this will be equal to square root of 4 is 2. So we have 2 root 30. So the value of GH is 2 root 30. Next we have to find out HK. So HK is equal to square root of 0 minus 3 whole square plus 3 minus 1 the whole square. So 0 minus 3 is minus 3 whole square plus 3 minus 1 is 2 whole square. So 3 square it is 9 plus 2 square it is 4. So we have root 30. Next we need to find GK. So GK is equal to square root of 0 minus 3 whole square plus, what is y coordinate? 3 minus 5 the whole square. 3 minus 5 the whole square, which is equal to square root of 0 minus into minus plus. So 0 plus 3 whole square. 3 minus 5 is minus 2 whole square. So we have 0 plus 3 it is 3. So 3 square plus minus 2 whole square. This minus square is plus 2 square is 4. So we have 3 square is 9 and this is 4. So square root of 9 plus 4 is 30. So root 30. So we have HK plus GK equal to root 13 plus root 13 equal to 2 root 13, which is equal to GH. So we got GK plus HK is equal to GH. So what we can say? G, H, K lie on a straight line. So G, H, K lie on a straight line. Okay, children, I hope you can understand this part. So moving on to the second choice in the next page. The previous page, we found out the solution for this part. Now we are moving on to the choice part. So what is the choice? Check if the full back j of 5 comma minus 3 and center back I of minus 4 comma 6 are equidistant from forward c of 0 comma 1 and if c is the midpoint of ij. So we have to check whether ij, this points I and j are equidistant from C. So that means Ci should be equal to Cj. So this distance should be equal. And next we have to check whether C is the midpoint of Ij. So if you mark a midpoint, so it should be a straight line. Okay. So this C point and the midpoint of Ij should be equal. Okay, children. So these are the concepts here. Now let us draw the line. So this is the point for I and J. So the I point is given as I is minus 4 comma 6 and J is 5 comma minus 3. The point C is 0 comma 1. And now we have to check whether Cj and Ci are equal. So let me start the solution. You have to find out Ci. It is nothing but the distance formula. X2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Okay. So it is nothing but difference of the x coordinate square plus difference of the y coordinate square. So first Ci. So it is nothing but minus 4 minus 0 minus 4 minus 0 whole square plus 6 minus 1 the whole square, which is equal to minus 4 minus 0 is minus 4 whole square plus 6 minus 1 is 5 square. So minus 4 whole square, minus square is positive, 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25. So 16 plus 5 is square root of 41. Now next we will find Cj. So Cj equal to square root of Cj. 5 minus 0 whole square plus minus 3 minus 1 whole square. Minus 3 minus 1 the whole square, which is equal to 5 minus 0 is 5, 5 square minus 3 minus 1. If both are negative, put the negative sign and add the numbers. So if we add, we will get 4. So 5 square is 25 minus 4 whole square is 16. So we will be getting 41, root of 41. So Ci equal to Cj equal to root 45. This means I and J are equidistant from C. Equidistant from C. What is the next part? We have to prove C is the midpoint of Ij. So let us check the midpoint of Ij. So midpoint means you have to add the x coordinates and divide by 2. Add the y coordinates and divide by 2. So what are the x coordinates here? 5 plus minus 4 divided by 2 minus 3 and the y coordinates are minus 3 and 6 plus 6 divided by 2, which is equal to 5 plus into minus is minus 5 minus 4 by 2 comma minus 3 plus 6. So the negative sign is for smaller number. So if we subtract, we will get positive. 6 minus 3 is 3. So 3 by 2. So 5 minus 4 is 1. So 1 by 2 comma 3 by 2. But this is not equal to C of 0 comma 1. So that means midpoint of Ij is not equal to C. So C is not the midpoint of Ij. Okay. I hope you can understand the second part. So moving on to the third part. Third part, what is the question? If defensive midfielder A of 1, comma 4 and attacking midfielder B of 2, comma minus 3 and striker E of A, comma B lie on the same straight line, and B is equidistant from A and E. Find the position of E. So these are the lines. So A, B, E. Okay. So here B, this B is equidistant from A and E. That means B is the midpoint of AE. So if you find out the midpoint of AE and equate to B, we can find out the value of E. So let me start the solution. So what is the line given? This A, B, E. So the point A is 1, comma 4 and this is B. What is B? It is 2 comma minus 3 and E. E is A comma B. So lie on the straight line and B is equidistant from A and B. So it is given that AB is equal to B. That means B is the midpoint of B is the midpoint of AE. So what will be there? B of 2 comma minus 3 will be equal to midpoint of AE. So what is the midpoint of AE? 1 plus A by 2 comma 4 plus B by 2, which is equal to 2 comma minus 3. So x coordinates will be equal. So 1 plus a by 2 will be equal to 2 and 4 plus b by 2 will be equal to minus 3. So x coordinates will be equal and y coordinates will be equal. So just cross multiply. 1 plus a will be equal to 2 2s are 4. So a will be equal to 4 minus 1, which is 3. In the same way, 4 plus b will be equal to cross multiplying. This is nothing but minus 3 by 1. Just cross multiply. 4 plus b into 1 is 4 plus b. 2 into minus 3 is minus 6. So b will be equal to minus 6 plus 4 will become minus 4, which is equal to minus 10. So the point E is 3 comma minus 10. So the position of E is 3 comma minus 10. Okay children, I hope you can understand this problem. So moving on to the last problem, 38th problem. So this is the last problem for this section as well as for this question paper. Okay. So 38th problem. One evening, Kaushik was in a park. Children were playing cricket. Birds were singing on a nearby tree of height 80 meter. He observed a bird on the tree at an angle of elevation of 45 degree. When a sixer was hit, a ball flew through the tree, frightening the bird to fly away. In 2 seconds, he observed the bird flying at the same height at an angle of elevation of 30 degree and the ball flying towards him at the same height at an angle of elevation of 60 degree. So the first question, at what distance from the foot of the tree was he observing the bird sitting on the tree? Second one, how far did the bird fly in the mentioned time? Or after hitting the tree, how far did the ball travel in the sky when Kaushik saw the ball? What is the speed of the bird in meter per minute if it had flown 20 root 3 plus 1 meter? So what is the question here? First understand the concept. So one evening Kaushik was in a park. Children were playing cricket. So this boy is at sea. Birds were singing on a nearby tree. So this is the tree. AB is the tree. So he observed a bird on the tree at an angle of elevation of 45 degrees. So this boy at sea observed a bird on the tree at the angle of elevation 45 degree. When a sixer was hit, a ball flew through the tree. So when a sixer was hit from somewhere, this ball flew through the tree. Okay, frightening the bird to fly away. So what happened when the ball was hit on the tree? This bird flew away. So how did he flew? In 2 seconds, he observed the bird flying at the same height. This bird was flying at the same height. So with the same height, the bird is flying. Okay. So it reached the distance AD. From A, it reached D. So next what is given? And the ball flying towards him. So ball is in the tree. The ball is here. The ball flying towards him at the same height at an angle of elevation 60 degree. Okay. So this ball fly towards him at an angle of elevation 60 degree. So these are the data given. First part we have to find out at what distance from the foot of the tree. So which is the foot? This is the foot of the tree. So from foot of the tree was he observing the bird sitting on the tree? At what distance from the foot of the tree was he observing? So this is, we have to find out BC, from the foot of the tree to the observer. Okay. So we have to find out BC. Okay. Next, how far did the bird fly in the mentioned time? So how far? From A, it flew to D. So we have to find out AD. This AD is equal to BE. So we have to find out BE. So AD is equal to BE. So if we find BE, it will be equal to AD. Next choice part. After hitting the tree, how far did the ball travel in the sky when Kaushik saw the ball? So this ball from A, it traveled back. So it traveled back to AF. So this AF is equal to GB. So in the next part, we have to find out AF. So AF is equal to GB. We need to find out. Next, what is the speed of the bird in meter per minute? So they gave in seconds. We have to convert it to minutes and find out the answer. So this is the concept. So I hope you can understand this. So let us move on to the solution in the next page. So for the first question, at what distance from the foot of the tree? So which is the foot of the tree? Here B is the foot of the tree. Was he observing the bird sitting on the tree? So the bird is sitting on the tree. So we have to use this right angle triangle with 45 degrees. So the bird from C, he is observing the bird here. So what is the angle of elevation with the ground? It is 45 degrees. So we have to use the triangle ACB to find out BC, from the foot of the tree to the observer. Okay. So let me draw the triangle ABC. We have to find out BC. Angle of elevation is 45 degree. Height of the tree is given as 80 meter. Okay. So these are the data given. Now we have to find out BC. So this is 90 degree. So this is the hypotenuse side. So opposite, this is the opposite side. What we have to find out? Opposite side, we know the value was 80 meter. What we have to find out? This is the adjacent side. BC is the value we need to find, which is in the adjacent side. So the relationship is between opposite and adjacent side. Who matches? It is tan. Okay. Let me start the solution. We have to find BC. So in triangle ABC, tan matches for opposite and adjacent. So what is the angle of elevation? It is 45. So tan 45 degree is equal to opposite side by, so AB by adjacent side BC. Tan 45 is 1. What is AB? It is 80 divided by BC. Just cross multiply. 1 into BC is equal to BC. 1 into 8 is equal to 80. So it is BC is equal to 80 meter. That means distance from the foot of the tree to the observer. So distance between foot of the tree and the observer, which is BC, equal to 80 meter. So this is the solution for the first part. Next we will move on to the second part. What is the second part? How far did the bird fly in the mentioned time? So from the in 2 seconds, the bird flew from A to D. So we have to find out the value of AD. So the bird flew from A to D, which is just equal to BE. So to find BE, so we have to find out BE for this first part. So how can you find out BE? From the total distance CE, if we take out BC, we will find BE. So to find CE, we have to use this big triangle DCB. Okay, children? So let us move on to the solution. So here what is given? Height of the tree is 80 meters. So the same height will be for this. So DE will also be 80 meter. We need to find out BE. So what is BE? BE is equal to CE minus BC. What is BC? BC already we found from previous page. It is 80 meter. So CE minus 80. So we have to find out CE. So to find CE, which triangle we have to use? To find CE, we have to use this big triangle CED. So this big triangle. So let us draw the triangle. It is CED. So what angle does it make? So this in this big triangle, the angle is 30 degree. So the bird makes an angle 30 degree when it flies away. So this angle is 30 degree and DE will be same as AB, which is 80 meter. What we have to find out? We have to find out CE. So this is the opposite side and 90 degree. So hypotenuse, and this will be the adjacent side. So we have to find out the adjacent side. We know the opposite side. In the same way, this matches for tan. So in triangle CED, tan 30 degree equal to DE. Opposite side is DE. Adjacent side is CE. What is tan 30? It is 1 by root 3. DE is 80 divided by C. Just cross multiply. 1 into CE is equal to CE. 80 into root. So 80 root 3 meter. So we got C is equal to 80 root 3. Now what about BE? B is equal to CE minus 80. So 80 root 3 minus 80. So if we take 80 outside, this root 3 minus 1 meter. So BE. How far did the bird fly in the mentioned time? So in the mentioned time, the bird flew at a distance 80 root 3 meter. So the bird flew at a distance 80 root 3 minus 1 meter. Okay, this is the answer. Now for the choice part. After hitting the tree, how far did the ball travel in the sky when Kaushik saw the ball? So instantly the ball is here. So when the sixer was hit, the ball is here. It frightened the bird. So the bird flew away. Again after that, the ball flew in the sky for this distance AF. So this is the distance they are asking. After hitting this tree, how far did the ball travel in the sky? So when Kaushik saw the ball, it flew back at a distance AF. So this AF will be equal to BG. How will you find BG? From CB, if we take out CG, you will get BG. Okay. How will you find CG? So CG in this right angle triangle, CGF. So from this right angle triangle, which makes an angle 60 degree, if we find out the value of CG, then we can find out the value of BG. Okay. So let us start the solution. What we need to find? We need to find BG. So what is BG? BG is equal to BC. From BC we have to take out CG. So what is BC? BC is 80. So 80 minus CG. So we have to find out CG. So CG is in the triangle CGF. So this is in the triangle CGF. So this makes an angle 60 degree. Okay. Its distance, GF distance is same as the AB distance, which is 80 meter. We have to find out CG. So 60 degree opposite 80, and this is 90 degrees. So this makes hypotenuse, and this is in the adjacent side. So this also is distance, that is relation between opposite and adjacent side. So we have to use the tan relation. Okay. So let me write here. So tan 60 degree, which will be equal to opposite side. Opposite side is FG and the adjacent side is CG. What is tan 60 degree? Tan 60 degree is root 3. So root 3 equal to FG is 80 CG. We have to find out. Just cross multiply. So root 3 CG will be equal to 1 into 80, 80. So CG will be equal to 80. Root 3 is in product, so it will come to division. So CG is equal to 80 divided by root 3. So we got CG. So now what is BG? BG is equal to 80 minus CG. So 80 minus 80 divided by root 3. So if we take 80 outside, so it will be 1 minus 1 by root 3 meter. So this is the distance the ball has traveled in the sky. So the ball traveled in the sky at a distance. So its distance is AF, which is equal to BG. So which is equal to 80 into 1 minus 1 by root 3 meter. So this is the distance traveled by the ball. Okay. So moving on to the third part. What is the speed of the bird in meter per minute if it had flown 20 root 3 plus 1 meter? So its distance. Distance the bird has flew as 20 root 3 plus 1 meter. So the distance is given. So let me start the solution. Distance equal to 20 root 3 plus 1 meter. So they are asking about the speed. So what is the time? Time is equal to 2 seconds. So it is given in seconds. We have to convert that to meter per minute. So what is the speed? Formula speed is equal to distance by time. So it is 20 root 3 plus 1 divided by 2. So time is 2. So it is 1 2s are 2 and 10 2s are 20. So we will get 10 root 3 plus 1. It is in meter per second. Okay. So we have to convert the to meter per minute. Second should be converted to meter. So 1 second, 1 minute equal to 60 second. So 1 second will be equal to 1 by 60 minutes. So it will be 10 into root 3 plus 1 meter divided by 1 by 60 minutes. Okay. I'm sorry. 1 by 60 minutes. So as in division we have the fractions. So it will be converted to 1 by 60. When I take this to the numerator, 1 by 60 will be equal to 60 divided by 1. So meter per minute. So 10 into 60 is 600. So 600 root 3 plus 1 meter per minute. So this is the solution. Just we have to use this formula and convert the seconds to minutes. So it will be meter per minute. So it is 600 root 3 plus 1 meter per minute. So with this, all the solutions for sample question paper is over. If you have any doubts, you can comment me. In the next video, you can check the marking scheme for this sample question paper. Okay, children. Thank you. Thank you for watching. If you like all my videos, just show your support by subscribing to this channel. Thank you.